Hi, welcome back to our podcast. My name is Danielle. I'm a senior communication and media studies major here at Reinhardt, and I'm a commuter.
My name is Leora, and I am a digital storytelling major. I am a junior, and I am also a commuter here at Reinhardt.
And I'm Kristen. I'm a communications major also here at Reinhardt, and I'm a resident. I'm a sophomore. Yes. Anyway, so we're here today to talk about campus events, things to do on campus, off campus, and also talk about why campus events don't really seem to be working, why people don't tend to, show up to them very much. I don't know.
And we're going to talk about it from the point of view of both commuters and residents.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so to start off with campus events, I guess we can talk about, have we attended very many events this semester, and then why or why not?
I haven't personally attended any events just because, it'd have to be something that I really wanted to go to because, I work and I'm a commuter. So it's unless it's something I really wanted to be a part of, it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to attend.
Yeah, I don't think I've attended any events on campus this semester. I have in the past, and the concept behind them were cool, but the execution just kind of wasn't what I expected it to be. So I've just kind of, turned away from attending campus events. And they're also at really weird times for me. I feel like everything falls on a Tuesday or Thursday night pretty much, and I dance. And this semester I actually have a class on Tuesday nights, so I can't go to any of the events on Tuesday nights.
Yeah. I know I went to a lot of events my freshman year, but this year I have really not been going to events, and a lot of it part of it just because I just haven't been going, but also if there is an event I want to attend, it's, like you said, always a bad time.
Yeah, see, I don't really know when all the events are.
Mm-hmm.
I get emails, but most of the emails I get, I'll look at them and it's we have this football game and this volleyball game and this is the show going on this weekend. But they don't have any of the student activities or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do sometimes, we were talking about this before, the service dog thing. I think that's cool, the therapy dogs. But a lot of the events, I just read them and I'm I don't want to go to that.
Yeah. Kind of the quality of event isn't drawing enough.
Just
especially as a commuter. I don't know how far you commute, but
it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's
so even with 10
minutes.
minutes.
Good, I'd come, but it's
mm-hmm.
just, I can't remember the last campus event I went to. I think it was karaoke.
Okay.
My freshman year. Yeah. But that was fun. Everybody went. It was fun.
That's
but
good.
I don't think they do events like that anymore.
Yeah. Do you think that events have changed since the pandemic kind of thing? Because I don't know what events were like before 2020. Because
I think that is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when you had freshman year when we had karaoke, it was 50 people in a room together. So I think that's
mm-hmm.
really hard to do, especially when there's a pandemic going on. But, maybe now that the mask mandate is lifted, maybe we'll see more events that are less socially distanced. I think that's why they do so many movies, because you can, sit and be by yourself. But
mm-hmm.
they're just not as entertaining as I think they want them to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the reason why I don't attend events is because, I'm not going to go to an event if I don't know anybody. And because I'm a commuter, I only know, pretty much the comm department. So if I don't know anybody who's going, then I'm not going to go.
That's true. That's honestly part of the reason why I don't go. A big part of the reason.
It's just you and another person.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a vicious cycle, too, because, I'm not going to go because other people aren't going to go, but other people aren't going to go because, nobody goes, and then it's just,
There's a vicious cycle.
Yeah. And I know even when I have gone, and even when I've known people, a lot of times it's more just acquaintances, and there's not that big of there's not much mixing of groups of people. It's just kind of I sit there and do my own thing.
And people standing there.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So maybe if they were to do events that make people talk to each other.
I think they had trivia my freshman year too.
Okay.
Everybody had to make a team, and then each team would go, like, head-to-head, and you can just show up and watch, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like the events are just, it's like the people who come, and then the people who organized it, and they're just, like, standing at opposite ends of the room. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Was that during, like, Welcome Week? Because I know they have a lot of events during Welcome Week that go.
I'm not sure. My freshman year, I went a bunch because I lived with, like, 7 other girls, so, of course, everybody was like, oh, let's go, it'll be fun, so you had people to go with, but...
That's true.
If you're not living with anybody, then it's like,
yeah,
show up and be the only one there.
Yeah.
I
feel like I've gone to events before where I was like pretty much the only one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate them putting on the events, and I'm sure it's hard to, like, have a student body that doesn't exactly want to be at the events.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think if it was things that people wanted to attend more, then... I don't know, though, because did you guys go to the Super Bowl one?
No.
Did anybody go to the Super Bowl watch party?
I don't know. It wasn't up my alley of interest.
Sports aren't up my
So.
alley. Like, I'd rather eat or something.
Yeah. But.
So I don't know if people even showed up for that.
I went last year to the Super Bowl one, and it was fun. But also I think that was different, too, because it couldn't be in the glass house. Because last year it was in the glass house, but since the glass house was, like, flooded. It was flooded, yeah, and yeah, it's back open now, but at the time it was flooded, so they had to move all the events over to the library. So, yeah.
And do you guys go to a lot of sporting events?
I've been to one football game, and that was like back in October.
Was that the one you filmed?
Yes.
For Eagle Eye?
Yeah.
I went to some freshman year. So yeah, I was a lot more active in like student activities and sports games or attending those things freshman year. But I know last semester was just crazy busy, and this semester has also been busy. So that's another thing. A lot of times when I don't have something, even if I have time where I could go to an event, I just need downtime because I'm so busy. So that's another aspect of it.
Yeah. And, you know, because I don't live on campus, I'd rather spend my downtime with my family and doing things off campus that I'd rather do.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if, as opposed to having a bunch of little events, if they had like one big event every so often, and if that would draw more people, if they put if they were able to put more money towards it instead of, dividing it among smaller things.
Well,
and then
that one big event always has a good turnout.
Which
Do you guys
one?
know what I'm talking about? The like street fair.
Oh,
the
like
mechanical
Spring Day?
bull. Spring Day.
Mhm.
That always has a good turnout.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
we don't have school.
Yeah, so
They-
everyone
we-
wants to go.
They, we don't have class that day, so
Mhm.
it gives us like, oh well, we don't have class. Let's do something fun, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I know a few years ago they actually had like zip lining. I don't know if it was zip
Oh,
lining.
really?
But like there was a big tower set up and then you could just like zip line to the end of it. But they didn't have it. I haven't seen it since then.
Okay.
But it was so much fun.
That's cool.
I
Yeah,
didn't go
that's
to it
good.
this year. I don't think. Did you
Mhm.
guys go to it?
No, I haven't been at all. I've been here 3 years.
Well, they'll have another one, right?
They have one in fall, I think, as
Oh.
well.
You haven't
I
been
think
to
they
it?
have one
Mm-mm.
semester.
It's so stupid, but it's fun. There's like a DJ.
That's
People are
cool.
dancing.
Yeah. I went to
It's
the
funny.
one in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that was
the one.
when they announced like homecoming
Yeah,
stuff.
and they had like the guy painting the caricatures.
Yes,
That was
I
cool.
love the caricatures.
That was cool.
Yes.
So, you, Kristen, you live on campus, but do you ever do anything off campus?
Yes, I do. I was just part of the problem is I was thinking about it the other day, and so many of the things to do off campus just involve like going to the store or buying something. But I know we've talked about just places you can go and walk around kind of too.
Yeah.
And look at stuff and or places that are cheap. I know the closest thing that's on campus are the trails behind campus. If you like hiking, there's the trails behind like the football field area, and they're pretty nice. I like them. And then down the opposite direction of Canton, there's the Garland Mountain hiking trails or something like that.
Hey, there's a restaurant there too.
Really?
It's called the Garland Mountain Grill, and it's really
Is
good.
it good?
I had never seen that.
I don't know when they're open because like I know we've gone for like brunch on Sundays, but
Mhm.
it's good. And they have like people shoot sporting clays and stuff up there.
Interesting.
It's
Okay,
cool.
I've heard the gunshots. That sounds really shady. But no. Yeah. That's interesting. So it's up by the trails?
I don't know where it is exactly, but
That's cool, because when I drive in that direction, I don't see very much, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that, because that would be fun to try. And then there's also like the pine log trails.
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually found official pine log mountain, but there is an area sort of like by this creek that has some trails.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been down the Reinhardt trails. I know they closed them for a little bit though.
Oh, really?
Are they back open?
Yeah, they've been open. Yeah.
I've only been down there once. There's like a rope swing.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
Ah, I've never seen the rope.
They probably
So sad.
dismantled it. It was really dangerous. It was fun.
That's funny.
Yeah. What about y'all?
Well, like the closest thing to Reinhardt that I think is pretty cool is the mill in downtown Canton.
Mm-hmm.
It was the old cotton mill, and they turned it into like, it's just growing. They've got like shops and restaurants, and there's the Reformation Brewery is there. There's a Mexican restaurant, a donut place, ice cream shop, coffee shop. Like, there's the Cotton Mill Exchange, which is like a bunch of little like booths, kind of set up kind of like an antique store, but it's not antiques. It's like clothes and jewelry and records and all kinds of cool stuff.
I've been to that one. It is very cool. I definitely recommend. Oh, and I know I was there one time. They have like the little like grass area in the back where they've had like art or singing or bands come by. There we go.
Yeah, they have
Had
live
bands come
music
by.
all the time, and I think, I'm not sure what night it is. Maybe Tuesday nights, but they have like a little like, it's not really a farmer's market. It's more like a artisan like craft market kind of thing.
That's neat.
And they have like events there all the time, like musicians and stuff.
That's cool.
I feel like a lot of people don't know about that because I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
It's very out of the way.
Yeah.
They also
I drove
play
past
the like football games on the big screen on Sundays whenever
really?
like the
Oh,
football games
really?
are playing. They
Like
have,
out by the grass?
yeah.
Oh,
That is neat.
that is
I did
cool.
not know.
Do they have like food and vendors there too?
They did one day I was there, but that might have been like a special
Maybe.
day or
I
something.
don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
And it's closed now, but they had an ice rink open from like December to like January, and it was really cool.
Mm-hmm. That's neat. I had a thought. Oh well, never mind. If I think of it, I'll bring it up. Let's see. Oh, do you know if they have like a schedule, or if they have like a schedule where you can find information about what's upcoming, or do they have like a website or something?
They have a website and
Okay.
like Instagram and Facebook and stuff you can check out. I know, like, I think it was the day before Valentine's Day or like that like weekend, but they had like a Galentine's thing where like the shops and vendors were giving out like samples of things, and I don't know, there's a bunch of cool stuff going
That
on.
is
I
neat.
didn't go, but I thought it sounded really cool. And they've
Let's
just got events like that.
see. And then of course there's downtown Canton.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some cool little places in
Mhm.
downtown
There
Canton
is.
too.
we were talking about the ice cream shop, I think, over there.
Yeah.
With all the stickers.
A cone to pick.
Oh, that's what it's called? Okay.
Yeah.
I've never like looked at the name. I've just been in there.
Yeah, it's really cool because I like
Mhm.
how they have the little like bar that looks like a 50s like soda shop.
Mhm. That's
That's-
very cute.
Yeah, and their ice cream's good.
Mm-hmm.
They have a blondie sundae, which is they'll heat up like a blondie, and I think it gets like butter pecan ice cream and like white chocolate sauce and whipped cream, and it's so good.
That does
It's
sound
like making me hungry.
it's like if I wasn't hungry already, which I
There's
was.
a coffee shop down there too. Bizarre
Yes,
Coffee?
yeah.
Have y'all been there?
Yes, I love
No.
it there.
It's good.
I think I have
Yeah.
heard of it because I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
I interviewed for a job there, but then I like never went back.
Oh.
I like couldn't show my face there again. But it's good.
Yeah, their coffee's really good, and they have smoothie bowls and
Oh, really?
bagels and
Really?
breakfast burritos and avocado toast and like a bunch of cool like snacky type
Okay.
They have a
things.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Like,
Really?
Have you seen their TikTok?
yeah.
That's cool.
Interesting. I'll have to go there because I love avocado toast. So.
Yeah.
It's really cool because there's like, it's like the coffee shop and then there's like a stairway
Oh.
that like leads up. I don't know if you can go up there. You can't go up there, can you? I thought it was like an office area.
Inside the shop?
Yeah, do you know what I'm
There's a
talking
little
about?
seating area and a
Is there
bathroom up
upstairs?
the stairs.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
small, but it's really cool.
It's still cool, yeah.
Yeah. The first time I went in there was over the summer, and they had like a special summer menu, and I got a drink that had like guava cold foam on it.
Oh my
And it
God.
was so good.
Interesting.
And
I've
they have
never
really
heard that.
unique flavors.
Yeah.
They don't have just like chocolate and vanilla and caramel and like stuff like that. They have they do, but they have other like different flavors too. Like they have, I think right now they have like a strawberry rose matcha drink and
Sounds
like
good.
a bunch of cool stuff like that.
Do you have any recommendations for us?
I like to get their fluffernutter latte, which is like peanut butter and toasted marshmallow. It's good.
That does sound good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's
Have
see.
you guys been in those clothing shops down there? I only think there's one actually. It's like a spa and a boutique.
Oh, cute. I don't
I've
think
never
so.
been in there.
I think I've
I wanna
always
see it.
been in the late evening, and a bunch of stuff has closed already.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
close really early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been into a couple of those little stores.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also I haven't been there yet, and I've been meaning to go there, but there's a place called Bananas and Beehives that
Is it a
open.
bakery?
It's like a bakery.
I think I went in there once.
I haven't been in there, but
Yeah,
it
I'll
sounds
check it
really
out.
good.
It's a cute
Mhm.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of bakeries, there is this. Okay, this is not super close. This is, I can't remember where it is, but it's a little bit of a drive. But it's called Alpine Bakery,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
and they had good stuff.
Yeah, isn't it in Woodstock?
Something like somewhere around there.
I know that they have pizza too, or is that just the one in Alpharetta?
I have no idea.
It might have pizza.
I think they have good pizza.
Mhm.
I know. Okay. I think you're right, because I remember seeing a little sign, like one of the neon signs on the window that said pizza. So
They
I
do it all.
think
Yeah.
so, but double check. And then, oh yes, and Woodstock, of course. I like downtown Woodstock. I like the boba place,
Yeah.
the Tiny Bubbles place.
Yeah.
It's very good. Very good.
Yeah, downtown Woodstock's really cool, and so
Mhm.
so is like the Marietta Square.
Okay, I have not been there.
I would definitely recommend going. And there's also like right outside the Marietta Square is it was the old train station, I think, and they turned it into like kind of like a food court type thing, but it's not like Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, stuff like that. It's like they have a crepe place and a barbecue place and a Korean place, a ramen place, Cajun.
Okay.
Like
I
it's
might
called the
have to go.
Marietta Square Market, and it's really good.
Neat. Yes, I love a good ramen place.
Yeah. Pretty much what I do in my free time is find good places to eat, because that's what I like
It's
to
a good
do.
hobby to have, though.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm. I plan all my vacations around food.
Oh, cool.
I'll be like, okay, well, we're going to go to this restaurant this night and
yeah.
go eat at this place for breakfast. And
That would be fun to have like a food tour road trip. You
yeah.
just hit all the good restaurants.
Yeah. That would be fun. What are you guys' favorite, like, well, your favorite food, but then also your favorite restaurant?
Mm.
Mine is in Woodstock. I went there last night. It's like K-pop. It's called K-pop.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like Korean barbecue.
I've heard of that. I've never
and
been
they,
there.
Like, cook it in front of you. It's so good.
That sounds
It's a little
good.
expensive. Like it's all you can eat, like meat
Oh.
and appetizers. And they have a whole list of like it's like steak, shrimp, calamari, and they'll just like keep bringing it out
Mhm.
as much as you want it. It's like 30 per adult for dinner, and then it's 15 during lunch. It's really good though.
That
it's worth
sounds
it. But
good.
you have to be really hungry. Like you gotta prep your whole day around like you're gonna go
Like,
eat that night.
You fast until
Yeah,
dinner time.
literally.
Like, I
You
need
gotta get your
this.
money's worth.
Yeah, that sounds really good, though. I've been meaning to try there.
It's really good.
That's cool. So it's like kind of, is hibachi just like Japanese food, but it's like where they cook it in front of you?
Hibachi, they
Or-
cook on like the big flat
Yeah,
top,
uh-huh.
I think. At this place, each table has their own like little grill in the middle.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I don't know if you like, I don't know the etiquette. I don't know if you're supposed to like cook it yourself. I don't touch it because I'm scared that I'll step on toes. But like all the servers just like work together and they come around and cook the food. It's cool.
That's
That's really
neat.
cool.
That sounds cool.
It's fun.
Honestly, I'm not sure what my favorite food would be. I like a lot of different kinds of food. I mean, kind of the go-to place when I'm not getting fast food around here is Sidelines, but I feel like That's a pretty common
Sidewine's
one. Yeah,
so
it's
good,
nothing
though,
new.
like-
It's
Yeah.
really good though.
Mhm.
I like their wings.
Oh yeah, I have actually. Oh, just kidding. I tried a wing when one of my friends ordered one, but I like the burgers. I like the There's a pasta that they have. It's like, I don't know. It's really good.
That sounds good. I like
It's
pasta.
yeah.
They have
It's a little
trivia there,
spicy.
too, don't they?
I don't know. I've never been
I
there
think
on a
I've heard they
trivia
have
night.
trivia some nights.
Okay, cool.
That'd be fun though.
Yeah.
Get a group together
Uh-huh.
and go. All the old people at my work talk about it. That's the only reason I know. They're like, we're going to sidelines next week.
That's funny.
Yeah. I know. Also, Provino's is good.
Oh,
I
yes.
love their garlic rolls.
Yes,
Mm.
last time I went, I ate like 8 or 9
Nice.
rolls.
Yes. I mean, especially when they're like complimentary. You
Yeah.
gotta take advantage of
Another
it.
one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have you guys been to Canyons? That new
Mm-mm.
grill?
No, I
I
saw it the other
have.
day.
It's where
though.
Five Guys used to be.
Yeah.
Rip
I
Five
went
Guys.
once.
Was it bad?
It was all right.
It was a burger.
Yeah. I like Five Guys better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Five
Five
Guys
Guys
is
is
good.
expensive.
It is.
though.
It
expensive.
is.
I always forget, and I'm always so shocked. I'm like,
And
oh,
then they say your total, and they're like $30.
thought this was fast food. But yeah, there's still the Five Guys in Canton, though, like the
Yeah.
by
yeah,
the-
yeah.
all the shops or the
Mhm.
stores. It's so funny. There's like 2 different parts of Canton.
I call it Big Canton and Little Canton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're like in
Yeah.
Little Canton. That's Big Canton.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I don't know like how far you guys would be willing to drive for good food, but there's a restaurant in Atlanta. It's like an hour away from here. It's called Wagaya, and it's a Japanese restaurant, and it is so good. Like all the food is so fresh, and it's so good.
Well, that's good. Fresh food is always best.
Yeah, and they have like a little Japanese grocery store right next door to it.
Oh, that's really
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yeah. But the restaurant's really good. They have ramen and like really fresh sushi.
Mhm.
And I usually get katsudon, which is like fried pork on like a rice bowl. And it's really good.
And is it
That
like a
sounds
big
good.
place or is it like a more hole in the wall kind of place?
They have 2 locations, and the closest one is an hour away. But it is pretty small and pretty like you have to park. You can't park like there. You have to park at like the Jimmy John's across the
Really? And
street
like walk.
and like walk. But it's really cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Are there any other sushi places around here?
Yeah, there's there's Rock and Roll Sushi, which is like near the Walmart in Canton,
Mm.
and then right by like the QT and the racetrack on Riverstone Parkway, there's this place called Kylan, and it was where it used to be a Waffle House, but now they turned it into a
Oh.
sushi place.
I've been there.
It's pretty good. I like it there.
Well, and so we found out. So when I went, we asked like the waitress. We were like, "Do you guys make all the tips?" And she was like, "No, we don't make tips. The restaurant takes the tips and they get hourly."
Really?
Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I know. I'd be kind of upset.
Yeah.
So like you're tipping the restaurant, which I get because
Uh-huh.
like, but still.
Yeah.
I may not go back and get my sushi.
I know. It made me kind of sad. I was like,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
tip this girl $20. She doesn't even get it.
Right.
Their food is
That
good
is
though.
sad. Oh, especially if you've had like a really good experience at the waiter. and-
Yeah.
Yeah. That is sad. Yeah, honestly, restaurant pay is very confusing to me, so I don't know if I don't know if y'all worked at restaurants.
I'm a bartender right
Okay.
now and a server.
Gotcha.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Where do you work at?
There's a golf course right behind Publix,
Okay.
and it has
Yeah.
a restaurant in there.
Okay.
I work there.
That's cool.
Nice.
It's all older people though,
Mhm.
like 60 and up, because
Yeah.
there's a retirement community right behind
Mhm.
there. So they all just
Yeah.
come golf every single day.
That's
It's
funny.
like their life.
I think I went there and ate there one time, but it's been a really long time.
It's changed a lot, like since I've gotten there over the past year. Like it's changed a lot.
Is it in addition? It's a different golf course from the one I always like drive by on the way to Canton.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
Callahan, and
Mhm.
then the one I'm talking about is Fairways of Canton. It's like
Okay.
hidden. It's back. It's
Okay.
nice though. It's really nice. I don't know. Sometimes I see people from Reinhardt there, and I'm like,
Oh, really?
"Ooh." I'm gonna go hide in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dance at Aspire Dance Arts, which is right next to the Publix at Laurel Canyon.
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah.
I see that, but it's always like covered up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's where I dance. But I always see a lot of Reinhardt students at the Mexican restaurant next door.
Really?
Yeah, like pretty much like every night I see a bunch of Reinhardt students like
Oh my gosh.
in there or coming out of there, and it surprises me because I've eaten there multiple times and have not liked it.
That's like the place to go for people. Like whole teams will go there after they
Yeah.
play. They're like,
Really?
we're going to, what is it called? Luna Maya?
Yeah,
I've no
Like, we're
idea.
going
It's
to Luna
not-
Maya.
like it's just not that good. And like my favorite Mexican restaurant is Tecali Grill, which is right by Ingles,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a little like hole in the wall
Those
place.
are the best places.
It's so good though. It's so good.
There's this one that we've been to, and it's the Dunkin' in Canton, or on the way to Canton. If you go past the Dunkin', it's like Puerta del Oro or something like that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that
Mhm.
place. They
I-
just
I
opened
liked it.
recently.
I know. I went to it last semester, and I don't think they had the grand opening sign up until this semester,
Oh.
and I thought that was kind of funny. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent.
That's cool.
But yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Luna Maya has really cheap margaritas on Tuesday. I think that's why so
Okay.
many people want to go there. It's like cheap drinking as close to
Uh-huh.
campus, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. Sorry, this sounds unrelated, but it connected in my brain. Was the Petrie Cafe being closed?
Oh yeah.
I know somebody did an article about that.
Did you guys go
But-
in there a lot?
I went a
No.
couple times.
I
know.
went once when they first opened. That's it.
Was it not good?
Well, they had like just opened, so they were still trying to like
Mm-hmm.
get their like bearings, but then I just never went back, and then they closed.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
like,
We were supposed to, when I used to play volleyball, we were supposed to go there for like lunch one day. I'm talking like 30 girls. We're going to go and like eat off their menu, and they canceled it. They were like, never mind.
Oh, wow.
Which I don't blame them, but like,
Just said no.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I went there a couple times. I knew some people who would go there sometimes.
I knew a
But-
guy who was a server there.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I knew two people, but they said they stole tips from their servers. I
No.
know,
Oh,
all these
that's so
places in
sad,
Canton with their
man.
servers, they're
And that was like a personally owned place. It wasn't even like,
yeah.
that's
They would like
sad.
take half the servers'
It's
tips.
tragic. Wow. Yeah, that's something you need to know going into the job.
Mm-hmm.
Know what to expect.
But I mean, if you don't have any other place to work, I guess when you're
Mhm.
on campus, it's
Yeah.
better that than nothing.
Yeah.
right.
It's like that or the subway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A Subway. She's struggling. You said it. What did you say about the Subway? They most of the time don't have bread.
They ran out of
What?
bread a couple of times.
Like, you get a
Like-
salad today.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's-
It's crazy.
yeah. I guess one more thing was something I did last year. Was the roller skating rink, and I think it was in Woodstock. And it was
Hot Wheels.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun little trip.
Yeah. I like going there.
They used to have ice skating on campus, didn't they?
They
Did they have
had
it
it.
this year?
I think they had I think what they had most recently was like a roller skating thing, but I didn't go to that.
I know the ice skating thing.
Mhm.
It was like you were just like skating around on plastic floor tiles. You could like step on them. It was, I mean, it was fun if you were having fun, like your friends were having fun, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess that also helps too if you haven't been like real ice skating, kind of, because then
Yeah.
you get then you're not comparing it to like the actually ice skating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something to do.
Mhm.
Nice
It
free
was such a
food,
tiny
so.
space though.
Yeah, it was. It was like a little ring.
Mhm.
There were like kids from the community too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
so you had
kinda
like
cool.
these college students messing around, and then you had like
Mhm.
families who were actually trying to ice skate.
Oh, I just remembered something, and I don't know why they don't do it anymore, but when I was little, on Halloween, the dorms, they used to decorate the dorms and have kids come through and trick or treat. Because I always used to be so excited, because like
Mhm.
you know, all the college kids are all like the big kids, like you
They were
know,
so
and
cool,
they like
yeah.
dressed up and like decorated, like put paper all on the walls
Mhm.
and like decorated. It was so cool,
Yeah.
and like they even had a haunted house that was like,
Huh.
it was like right next to
Cool.
the, I think it was next to like where the Hasty, no, it wasn't. It was next to like where the nurse's office is. It was like that building right next to it, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, Smith Jones, Smudjo.
Yeah, I think so. And
Upstairs, Smudjo is probably haunted on its own.
I
so,
went-
Yeah.
I went like through the haunted house, and it was like my first time ever going through one, and it was like, I wasn't scared, but there was all these adults like cussing and screaming and like crying, and I'm like,
You're like, this
they're
is
trying to
the
make
best.
me go first, and I'm like, I'm like 8 years old. Okay.
I will say, so that actually reminds me of 2 events from last semester that I thought were really good and I really enjoyed. We did trunk or treating, actually. So similar to what you were
Okay.
saying, but it was trunk or treating up at the
Yeah.
FPAC parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but that was a lot of like the student organizations that went and did the trunk or treat things, and then the kids from the neighborhood or from the community would come through. And so we did do that, but it was a little more removed from campus, and it wasn't super advertised, I guess, except for to the community. But
Yeah.
a lot of people showed up. It was really neat. And then you talking about the haunted house also reminded me. They did I'm not sure what to call it. It was a haunted hike. That's what it was. It was a haunted hike, and it was along the beginning of the trails, and it was really neat. They put a lot of effort into it, and yeah. I didn't participate. I just walked through, and actually a lot of people came to that.
That's cool.
So yes, that was really neat. It was very spooky. It's very cool. But yeah, so those were some events that I was very impressed with. It's like
last semester I interviewed the 2 people who worked at Paranoia, and they said that they do group discounts. Like if you can get a group of like a bunch of people to go, they'll do group discounts, and so like it'd be good for like teams or
and that's not only like it's still going on, right? It wasn't just for Halloween.
It's only at Halloween, but then they do like maybe like 1 or 2 nights at Christmas, and then they actually did one on Valentine's Day.
Oh really?
Yeah. So they have like
funny.
sporadic ones throughout the year, but they like put a lot of effort into it. I went through it once, and
was it scary?
Yes and no. I went with like 4 guys, and they were all like screaming.
So they made you go first?
No.
Oh.
I was not going first, and like it was scary, but like at the same time stuff like that doesn't really scare me that much.
Yeah.
But it was very cool and very like it was cool.
It was cool. Yeah. I was too scared to go in it. I'd always like see the lights though, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
I would recommend
I
would recommend going through it once just to say that you've done it.
yeah.
Cuz it's not too bad. You just got to like just go through it and just be like, "I'm doing it," and just go.
And it's like a full-on haunted house. Like they have actors jumping out at you and everything.
Yeah. And it's like you have to walk through a single file. So because it's like really cramped, and there's like a bunch of like stuff. So
there goes my
that
idea.
kinda freaks
I was
me
gonna
out a
hide in the
little
middle
bit.
of a group or something.
Yeah, and they like one at a time go.
Mhm.
They make you sign a waiver before?
I don't know.
No waiver. If a haunted house made me sign a waiver, I'd be like, nope.
Yeah, maybe not this one.
That's too much.
It's like, does this kind of thing happen often?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Should we wrap up? Do you want to wrap up?
Sure.
I guess we could each say something that we wish Reinhardt would bring back for activities-wise, like
Mhm.
maybe to get more people, and then one thing we think everybody should check out off campus.
Okay.
And do that.
Sure. I gotta think. I liked it when they had like a painting night one time, and it was just a really simple event, but it was fun because they like provide. You didn't have to go out and buy paints for yourself. You just got to go use their paints and their canvases and stuff. So I'll say that.
Okay.
And then something off campus. I'll just recommend the ice cream place.
Yeah.
The stickers. Okay. And wait, what was it called again?
A cone to pick.
A cone to pick.
That's so cute. That's such a cute name.
Yeah. I think one thing that maybe like not bring back or I don't know. I went to a paint night here and they like advertised it as like a Bob Ross paint night, and so I thought that sounded really cool. But then they just gave us like paint by numbers kits, and we just watched Bob Ross while painting.
Were they cool
Gotcha.
kids?
Yeah, they were pretty cool. I think it would have been cool if they actually like played the video and like let you follow along with the video and like
a little less little kiddie activities.
yeah.
And the same for the movies, because I know we've talked about that before. I don't think we talked about it in the podcast though.
Yeah. But like
That
I think the
Over
last
the
movie they
Hedge,
showed was
Yeah.
Over the Hedge, and like
Yeah.
Oh man.
So just like maybe slightly less childish activities and content. Like not doesn't have to be
I mean,
crazy,
we're
but
adults.
yeah, exactly.
What did you say,
So-
Lori? You were like, it pulled that like out of my subconscious or something? Like,
Yeah.
Over the Hedge?
I haven't watched that movie since I was probably like 7 years old,
Yeah.
and I probably won't watch it again unless I have this random urge to it, like 3 in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
But then, like, off campus, I would say just to, like, students on campus or just people in the community, just try to, like, explore out of your comfort zone, I guess. Because, like, I mean, there's cool things to do in Jasper, cool things to do in Ball Ground, Canton, Woodstock, Marietta. Like, they're all, like, some are closer than others, but they're all have hidden gems and things to do that are really cool.
Real quick, there is a thrift shop in Ball Ground. And I can't for the life of me remember what the name is, but they have super cheap stuff, and they almost always have a sale on their super cheap stuff. So there's, like, you can get a t-shirt for like $2, and if it's, like, on sale, it can be like $1. So unfortunately,
cool.
I can't remember the name, but it shouldn't be too hard to find if you just look.
It's right next to the Waffle House, isn't it?
I think so, like across the street.
Yeah,
Something like that. But yeah, for me, I think an event that I would like to see again is you were talking about the paint nights, but just like when they provide the paint, they provide the canvas, and then you can just kind of do whatever you want, or like you said, show a Bob Ross video and paint along with it.
Right.
So I think that would be fun because it's also relaxing, and you don't necessarily have to interact with a ton of people if you don't want to, and it's not awkward if you don't. But then I would recommend a cone to pick in downtown Canton because it's a very cute little ice cream shop, and they have really neat stickers. So that's my recommendation.
For me, I think campus activities would expand if they just, like, freshman year was so fun because they had so many fun activities. It was karaoke or, like, spring day with the zip lining. It was so much fun. And I don't know if those are things that, like, obviously can't happen anymore because of the pandemic, or maybe the zip lining was, like, a liability. They did make us sign waivers, but it was fun. But I think just events like that, I also think it's hard because when you don't have a student body that wants to be super active, then you can't really...
That's fair.
You can't do much with it. But also I do think events like karaoke and trivia would get more people into it. And then off campus, I really would recommend Woodstock. Like, K-pop barbecue is so good. It's so fun to go. Like, they do parties there. They do events. You can go with, like, a big group of your friends. It's a lot of fun. So I think just getting out more, even downtown Woodstock, is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming and talking about campus events and off-campus events.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And
until next time.
Yeah, until next time.